Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Friday, February the 11th. We have Dr. Anand Chockalingam with us today. And I always like having Anand on because, number one, he's a nice person, nice guy, and you make me smile. And you always remind me and our audience how important it is to smile and feel good about yourself, right?
We've been saying for years, Paul, that people have to smile 20 times every hour. But now I've got you the proof in your hand.
Yes, so he's got a study that was done, and I want you to explain this study.
This study looked at 20,000 kids all over the U.S. and asked them to answer 200, 300 questions. This happened in the 1980s when these children were only 14, 15, 16 years of age. And if they answered 3 or 4 questions suggesting that they were optimistic, if they were hopeful of their future, if they liked who they were, and if they enjoyed going to school. So it's not all of them. Right. It's only about 10% of the kids who answered the survey scored high in these positive well-being questions.
All right, here, can I read these questions?
Please,
so
please.
Number one was, are you happy to be at your school? The second one was, you have a lot to be proud of. The third one is, do you like yourself just the way you are? And the fourth one is, are you hopeful about the future? If they answered all those questions, yes, what did that mean?
Only about 10% of the kids were able to answer strongly in those questions. And when they had positive well-being, you could say optimism, you could say resilience. These factors predicted their lifetime risk of heart disease dropping by 70%. This is an amazing reduction for an entire lifetime just based on a survey question which you answered in your school days.
Okay, so what you're saying here is that our attitude makes all the difference in the world.
And we can change our attitude towards the positive side also through smiling.
Okay.
And by minimizing our time in the social media. In the 1980s, when they actually started the study, social media obviously was not a big deal. But now children are spending so many hours on social media, which can make it harder for them to connect with their own community and build that resilience that is needed for them to face newer challenges as they grow and enter into the workforce.
Yeah. So you want to have a positive attitude. If you don't have a positive attitude, you still have the ability to change yourself to have a positive attitude. And the thing, that you always talk about is how important it is to smile. I thought of you the other day, Doctor, because I was home and I was really irritated about several different things. I was angry and I was irritated. And I thought, now, Dr. Chockalingam says you need to smile at least 20 times an hour. And I didn't feel like smiling. But I did an experiment, okay? And this is true. I went into the bathroom, I looked in the mirror, and I looked at that scowling face that I had on, and I felt awful. And then I just smiled. And it really was changing. It changed the whole attitude. I put a big smile on my face, and I couldn't be as angry anymore because I was looking back at somebody that was smiling.
First of all, we don't know a Paul who is angry, but since you say so, we'll take your word for it. But what you said now is very true. When we smile, it changes how we approach it. It changes our hormones inside. The brain secretes happy hormones, and we do so much better.
It's true. I don't know why that worked, but it did. It made me feel better. And I said, you know what? Doc Chock is right.
And we have brought one more exciting thing to Colombia. This is a company called Potluck that is now coming online. It's a platform to support businesses and farmers to try and connect with the local community and deliver fresh foods and fresh produce locally. Instead of having to travel across the country.
It's called Potluck?
Potluck. One Potluck. If you Google ONE potluck.com, you will find this. It's still in the beta phase, But we've requested them to actually use Colombia as their testing ground over the next few months. Colombia's business leadership is excited about this. I'm excited as a cardiologist because last time I was here, I was telling you, Missouri is ranked number 42. We want to get Missouri in the top 20 states for health. And this platform, I believe, may help us get to where we want.
So how
health.
does Potluck work?
It helps people connect with sources of healthy, nutritive food for consumers, and for people who have produced food, or if they are chefs who can come up with new healthy, nutritive things, they can market it here locally. And children, we talked about building optimism for children. Families can spend quality time together at their own backyard trying to grow some organic things, and there will be a market in their own neighborhood.
Yeah.
And this is building resilience in the community. So I feel there are so many wins here that our community, if we can embrace these sort of holistic things, we will come away much richer, much more connected, and more optimistic.
Exactly.
In the next few years.
And you just put it so beautifully, Doctor. And the thing is, working with the soil, planting a garden in your own backyard, and invite your neighbors to come in and help you if they want. Maybe you can make the garden a little bit bigger. If you feel that you can't handle the big garden yourself, go over to your neighbor and say, hey, you want to share a little plot of ground here? We'll grow a garden together. And you can have fun, you get to know people, and you eat better.
I know you enjoy time in your garden.
Oh, I do.
I want to remind you, anytime you spend growing, it is meditating.
It is. It is.
Garden time is meditation time.
It is. Anytime you spend time with me, anyway, if I can spend time outdoors among the plants and the trees and the forest and the vegetables and the flowers, I just feel better.
So we invite all our friends in Colombia to sign up to this platform.
Okay.
It's just in beta phase where you can sign up, and you'll get updates as soon as it becomes online. But this is going to really, I believe, help transform the health of our community.
Okay, you can sign
Potluck.
up. One, if you spell ONE, potluck.com. You can sign up to that and it help everybody. All right, Dr. Anand Chockalingam, it's always a pleasure to have you here. And I've never seen you without that smile on your face.
Thanks so much for having me.
It does make a great big difference. Smile 20 times an hour. And if you can put in more than 20 times an hour, that's even better, isn't it?
Even better.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
And stay healthy and safe. We appreciate your time here. If you want more information, of course, you can. What is your website, Dr.?
Highlifejourney.org. HILIFE journey.org.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much. If there's something you'd like to hear and see, I want to hear from you. Just drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Have yourself a nice day. You got your mask on, but smile underneath the mask. People can see that. Bye-bye.